What is going on, guys and gals? Roscoe Bastion here again. So I told you guys I was going to show you another knot. This knot is called the loop knot. The loop knot, you want to use it on your top water baits that you normally do the walking the dog, or what they call walking the dog, and it's just going to give it that better side to side motion, which in turn can attract more fish, which in turn is going to catch you more fish, which everybody wants. So guys, a couple examples are, for example, this one right here. I believe this is a KVD Sexy Dog. So there's one, you know, you got your frogs. This is a Spro. You got your top water frogs. You even got stuff like this. I believe this is called Flipping the Bird. So there's stuff like this. Here's another one. So if you notice, this doesn't have a split ring. You don't want to have a split ring on your top waters because it kind of restricts the motion, that side to side motion. And even though it's a little split ring, I know you're gonna say, wow, it's a little split ring, really, but it adds on that little bit of extra weight that's gonna dig that bait in a little bit down, and it's not gonna give you that same action that you want, that you need for it. So if you have a top water bait like this that has a split ring, take your split ring off. That's another reason you don't use something like fluorocarbon on your top waters, because that fluorocarbon will sink and it digs that bait a little bit down. So when you go ahead and do your jerks, it'll dig into the water, and it'll just kind of do this, you know, instead of what you want is something, you know, your bam bam, your side to side motion, you know, that's gonna attract more fish, like I said. So if it's digging in, if it's weighted down, it's gonna restrict it from doing that side to side motion. It's just gonna kind of do it just a little bit. So you want to avoid that, guys. So remember, if you see a split ring, usually these frogs don't ever come with a split ring. If you notice, it's just you tie it straight onto the eye right there. But I've seen on some that you do, or some people will put them on there. So just take them off, get yourself some split ring pliers, and get it out of there. So like I said, today we're gonna show you the loop knot. Usually on your top waters, like I said, don't use fluoro. You want to use mono, or you want to use braid. Most of the time I use mono. I don't use a whole lot of braid, but today's example I'm going to show you on mono. And I've used this before, I think on the first video. This is just 15-pound monofilament. So, you know, let me get a good amount here so I can show you guys. And there are many versions of this knot out there. There's many ways you can tie it. I believe, in my opinion, this is the easiest way. This is the easiest way for me. I think it's really simple, and I think it's pretty quick. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be good to go. Tie it out there on your boat, on the bank, wherever you might be in it, and it's quick. If you haven't done it, get yourself some mono like this, a big old spool. It's pretty cheap, it's not expensive, just so you can practice. Take some pieces about this length, you know, and just practice the knot if you haven't done it, because, and I'll show you right now, if you haven't done it, a lot of people can't get the knot in the right place, and they kind of start saying, why can't I do this, why can't? So I'm going to show you one of the tricks, or maybe not one of the tricks, but what you need to do so you always avoid that problem of, why is my knot like way up here and my loop is way too big? You don't want that loop too big. So let's go ahead and start. I'll show you. So what you want to do, you're going to run your line through the eye of your lure, your frog, whatever top water lure bait might be, and you want to take about a foot or so, maybe a little bit more, but right there. All right, take your index, you're just going to put it like this, and then where your fingers are pinched with the end of your tagging and your main line, you're just going to kind of match it up to the eye of the lure again. Grab it with your other finger. Up here on top, you're gonna do 2 twists, okay? So we're gonna do 1, 2, and you're gonna open it up, and you're gonna run your lure through that hole. And this is the important step here. Once your loops are right here on top, you're gonna put your thumb in through the first loop, second loop, doesn't matter, one of the loops. Run it through there, put it on top of the eye right there, okay? And you're just gonna pull your main line and your tag in, and let that hook, let that knot cinch down just a little bit. Don't cinch it all the way down on your thumb. You're not gonna be able to get it out. So just enough where you have little tension on your thumb. Okay. So the knot's right there. You got some space in between the eye of the lure and the knot. So just kind of hold it there. Wiggle your thumb out. Ow. And see, the knot's right there. Just put your thumb again. Kind of space it about 3/4 to an inch. You don't want that knot going all the way down to the eye of the lure, otherwise it's not gonna work. So you just start cinching it down, and it just holds it right there in place. And you'll see it. Cinch it down all the way. There you go. So that's about maybe 3/4. You can, like I say, you can. The loop's about 3/4. You can do it about 3/4 to an inch, and it's gonna work just fine. So once you have it there, you cut your tag in, and there's your little loop. Hopefully y'all can see that. There's the loop right there. So when you do your twitches, your jerks, that knot's gonna let that bait go side to side. It's just gonna let it, it's gonna be less restricted, and it's gonna let it go. Give it that extra side to side, more action on your bait, on the water, and that fish is gonna, I think, pay attention more to, gonna say, whoa, look at that thing, looks cool, so he goes and gets it. Now, let me show you, like I told you, you wanna put your thumb through that loop, and you'll have right there. Let me show you what happens if you don't put your thumb, man, I can't talk today. Let me show you what happens when you don't put your thumb through the loop. And what I think a lot of people end up with when they're trying this knot for the very first time. So, and I'll do it again right now so you can see how it works. So let me show you the wrong way to do it, and I think what most people end up doing. So get yourself another piece of line here. We'll do it with the frog now. We don't have to worry about those trebles getting stuck on my hand. So people, you run it through the eye. Can you get you that foot or so? Line it up, hold it, do 2 twists, open it up. Now they have their bait through the eye. They don't put their thumb where they're supposed to, and then they just kind of start cinching it down, and it just ends up somewhere like right there, or over here, or even longer. But that's too long right there, guys. That's too big of a loop. Look at that. That's maybe almost 2 inches. That's just, to me, that's way too long. You don't want that. So I think a lot of people do that and always say, man, my loop's too big. How can I get that? I just can't get that knot to end up somewhere like right here, 3/4 to an inch. So that thumb in that loop is critical to getting that knot in the right place. So let's do it again so you see it the right way. So that's the wrong way, and I think if you practice it, you'll probably end up doing that, because I did that a bunch of times the first time I was learning that knot. Like I say, I use this on all my frogs and all those like sexy dogs, and you can really tell the difference in the water when you start twitching and jerking that bait, how much of a side to side action they actually get. More of that action. So you'll notice, guys. So if you haven't done this knot before, try it out. I guarantee you it's gonna produce more fish for you. So let's go do the right way now again. Run it through the eye of your lure. A little bit more than a foot, I think. It just makes it easier to get that lure past that loop when we do it. So line it up, grab it. You're gonna do 2 twists. Open it up, run your lure through it. See, there's a loop right there. Just put your thumb, but put it back on the eye of the lure, and just cinch it down. All it's gonna do is cinch down on your thumb, because you're holding that loop. And it's gonna give it that right space. So once it's right there, remember, wiggle your thumb out. You have right there, just put your thumb here just so it won't let that knot run down. There you go. So that's what, like I say, 3/4 to an inch, It's a very good knot, strong knot, and it's not gonna tear. It's a strong knot, guys. So there it is. Pretty simple. I think that's the easiest way. It is the easiest way for me. I hope you guys learned something new. If you haven't tried it, like I said, you know, even if you've been fishing for a while and you've never done this knot, a lot of people use a Palomar knot on their top waters. If you haven't tried this knot on a top water, I'm telling you, try it out. You are gonna notice a difference right away when you start twitching, jerking that bait. You are gonna see like, wow, man, it goes. Talk about improving that side to side, walking the dog action. So let me know what you guys think. Go out there and try it out. Let me know what you thought. I know you're gonna like it, and practice that knot if you've never done it. After 2-3 times, simple, you'll get the hang of it. If you have any questions, let me know. Got a bunch of other videos on the way. One thing, I got some big news. If y'all don't know, I'm also part of a group called Casting Squad. Me and 3 other guys were the admins of that group. We are on Facebook, and we put some news out there that we're very excited about. So I'm gonna do another video, guys, and let you know, explain more into that and what's going on. Just real quick, basically we're doing a tournament, so I'll get more into that later, but I want to let you guys know we have a Facebook page, Casting Squad, so check it out. It'll give you more info there, but there's a video coming for that. Also, I want to thank my buddy Pepe for hooking me up with some canine. I'm gonna try this. Gonna probably do a review on this. I've never tried this. I'm not sponsored by them or nothing, but I've heard very, very, very good things about this stuff. So looking forward to trying that out. Gonna do a review on that too. Just more videos coming. I think I got more stuff coming. You guys will see it. So stay tuned. I hope you like this video. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, let me know. I keep learning myself. You know, the sport of bass fishing is something that just, you know, every year it seems like there's something new or something gets improved, or, you know, it's always growing, and, you know, I'm always learning. If you guys have any stuff for me that you'd like to let me know, man, I'm more than welcome. You know, I don't know everything. I'm just trying to share the knowledge that I've learned throughout my years of fishing and just kind of pass it on to you guys. If you guys know of something, you know, that's really helpful and stuff, hey, let me know, man. I appreciate it. Maybe I could do a video on it. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. Y'all take care. Remember, if you have a chance, go out there and catch some fish. Talk to y'all later. Bam.